Hopefully that has sounds now. Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking. I'm not sure what happened there, but seemed like the music didn't want to go. He was not in the mood, it just cut off in the middle. Hey, thank you everyone for joining. Lots of early birds today. Sorry, a bit late. Bit late to the party, but let's get right to it. Hope you guys can hear and see me fine. There you go. Okay, looks like it's back somewhat. Hey, Gamaste. First on the list, Scotsman. First, let's deal with that. Welcome back, Jay. Glad you made it. Thank you, guys. Bri, how are you? Hey, Patrick. NL, how have you been? Were you asking about the Big Ben emote? Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot put it in Twitch just yet. I don't have that many slots unless we get rid of Crap Pecco, and I don't think we want to get rid of that. Aha! 12 months! Goodness! 12-month streak! Time flies. Thanks, Orianus. Nice playing with you a while ago as well. And speaking of the Hunter group, there they are. Alex, how have you been? Where did you guys end up when I left? Space Hunter, welcome back, man. Glad you made it. Early bird. Woke up very early today, huh? Thanks for joining. Happy birthday, Mr. Jack Spanner. I enjoyed that hunting session a while ago. Thanks for hosting it. Fun times. Sorry couldn't stay longer. Did I miss anyone else? Thank you for joining, everybody. For those who are lurking, lurk away. More than welcome to chill and just enjoy. And I think... Did I miss anyone else? I think we are good. Ooh, channel stats is now a thing. Senpai, notice me. There we go. We ended up in a big heap. Jack shot all of us. He's, I guess, maximizing his birthday privileges, I guess, huh? Start of the game here. Weather for Singapore. Nice. Miss Clumsy did not like. Yeah, might have had to hide it from her. Just kidding. There's the game. So for today, we are going with, finally, the official ProMods 2.50 release, in case someone has not heard of it yet. It is now publicly out, so you can go and download it for yourselves, although the last time I checked, the servers were quite full, I think 150%. So I highly recommend you get the paid version just to do away with all that hassle of downloading the files one by one, and it's a way to support the ProMods team as well. I'm not really sure if there are changes versus the release candidate 2, which we've been playing with last week. I guess it's mostly the same, just bug fixes if any. Maybe the one in Albania, I would imagine. And you might have noticed it as well. Yes, Naturalux is back for now. I'm dreading the tech support questions. I've already started getting some of them in the silent trucking videos. I'm expecting a lot more, but I'll just basically point them to that forum thread. So it kind of works with 138. You'll have to do a few tweaks, and then there's like a 138 patch that you'll have to download from that thread. It's in the mods list as always. For today, we'll be driving with the Renault Range T. I kind of missed that truck. Gotten quite a few number of requests there. And because of Rasta Jr. Productions' works here, he's overhauled all the SCS sounds. So even though he's using the base SCS stock sounds, he's remixed them for a more realistic sound vibe. So hopefully we'll get a much better experience. So we'll see how that looks. Now you can connect PM with RawX because PM made a road connection. Oh, that's great. So how does it work? ProMods made a road connection that is compatible with RawX. That's interesting. It's different for a change. RawX doesn't have to do the road connections. That's very refreshing to see. Maybe you can share more details on how that works if you have any. I guess because there would be some overlaps with the places, right? So I would imagine ProMods would retain its Ukraine, or does it get overwritten by ROX? Stuff like that. NL. There are no innocent pixels. That's true. Good enough argument there. Always get a little scared that mugshot photo. I know, right? Super serious. I get scared myself. Red mods. Yes. The CG mug is back, as well as the hanging CG logo, because NL is back. They have a soul. Digital souls, I guess. It does not work with the premium version, not according to Arias. I will have to check it out. Might be some stuff there. So if any of you know the details, feel free to share it. There's the truck. The Renault Range T. It's been a while. I think this comes with... This is default SCS, but has some custom parts from... What's his name? Glover? Yeah, but check out the mods list. It should be in there as well. It kind of fits well with the trailer that TKK made for us. Very nice ProMods 2.50 clumsy trucking trailer. And I actually have a route for today already. If you remember from the previous stream, we were trying to explore some of the new areas in Hungary. Sumeg and Zombatli. Pardon the pronunciation, but I would imagine like most of us don't know how to pronounce it anyway. So no one would probably notice the difference. Well, there would be some here who would know, so feel free to correct me there. But yes, we are starting from, how do you pronounce Rijeka? I guess that is in Slovenia. And we'll explore the new area of Koper. And looks like in Slovenia there are a lot of... Is this actually, I'm not sure. Is that in Slovenia or Croatia? I would imagine, huh? Because that's Zagreb. I would bet that's Croatia. Anyway, I'm sure you guys will let me know. I will get back in the comments in a bit. So there it is. Then we'll cross over to Slovenia. There is the border crossing there, Koper. And then we'll be exploring some of the new roads. These, I think, have all been retouched, remade, rebuilt. You'll see all of them are grayed out, even though we have the place discovered. All the roads are grayed out, and even the junctions are remade. So passing Ljubljana, Maribor, and then we'll cross over back to, well, on to Hungary to go and explore the new places. And then onwards to Slovakia. And what else? I think we're also going to pass through Czech Republic and then Poland to Katowice. Something like that. That's the initial plan, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, now I go back to the chat. Okay, so if it doesn't work with premium, then I will not be able to use it yet. Let's see if someone makes something that works there. Alright, Bri, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. Stay safe. A few sessions ago, I encountered a bus humping a car. I think I've gotten that quite a bit as well. Yes, quite a few. Oh, and just in line with Naturalux coming back, we have this perfect foggy weather to start off the stream. Nice. Czech Republic. Eka is in Croatia. Okay, good. Alright. There's the sound of the truck with windows open. Let's hear how it sounds. So these are default SCS bass remixed by RJ Productions. That's not bad. get a proper feel for the revving. Let's drive with the windows open for just a bit, just so we can get a feel for it. Now, do I have force feedback? That's the question. I think I do. By the way, for those who missed it, I managed to make my force feedback working again. I hear how hard that is. But let me double check. I think something is overlapping. There you go. Because force feedback plugin should be working now. And it's not. Dang it. There we go. Now we have it. There. That's the force feedback I want. Super powerful. Alright. And in case some of you have problems enabling the force feedback plugin, let me know and I can share some tips. Ah, that is beautiful. Exactly what I was hoping for. I'm using the subtle icon mod but not the monthly add-on. Subtle floating icons are there. 20 liters per 100 km. Was that our initial score? It's not bad. Scotsman would be proud. I think there might be an issue with the fix in subtle icon mod. The box on the floor isn't visible. Box on the floor? You mean like when you're parking? A while ago it was still there, so at least maybe in some areas it doesn't work. Maybe it depends on the elevation and stuff. While I was getting this job a while ago, it was working. Thanks for the heads up. So 1 sec, 66 degrees, but looks like the mirrors are all broken. So what truck have you guys been driving? Have you been trucking at all, or have you been checking out other games? Getting into the world of Flight Sim. I have a video coming out later for Flight Sim. It's super long, 1 hour 20 minutes. It's a bit detailed. But we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Trying to max out the simulator's potential. It's not bad. The sounds are, I think I can live with. They're not like Krish Boom level, but they are pretty good. Looks like the fog is running away from us. Looks like it's thinning out now. That's good. But at least we have a sound that sounds like a truck. Engine that sounds like a truck. And not like a motorboat, motorboat or something. I'd also want to turn off the music. Maybe we can focus on that a bit. Did my sim just hang? Or is that just me? Are you guys still seeing? Let me see. You see me. But do you still see the console? Because I'm actually on the side of the road now. Yeah, I think OBS had a problem. It's not showing me the preview. 1 second, guys. You see the console too? Okay, yeah, it's a problem. Looks like. So what I can do is remove that. Do that instead. There you go. Dang it. Yeah, when I reloaded the SDK, it kind of messed up the game capture kind of thing. There you go. Car is stuck. Using the Eugene Scania. Oh yeah, I saw the photo of that. That's Naturalux as well, right? NL plus Eugene Scania P series. Yeah, actually, I can go back to the next gen Scania again, because RJ also has a variant for it, I think, where he remixes the SCS sounds. Are you using the vanilla sounds at the moment, Alex? Alright. Good that it's fixed. That was the fuel consumption when I Started the engine. Alitalia cargo. I don't see that often. That's nice. Wonder which skin that came from. Using vanilla for the time being. Is it not bad? Although I think last time I heard they improved the sounds for the next gen Scania. So is it what do you say? Livable? I do miss this truck. Looks pretty cool. Properly modern but not overly futuristic. Like modern but still practical. And I love how crisp the textures look on the interior here. Is this the latest truck that was released for ETS2? I think it is, right? Hey Max, thanks for joining. How have you been? It's not great. The worst of the stock SCNs. My goodness. Thankfully, you're not wearing headphones, so you can survive it. Yes, Alitalia is an airline. Didn't it? Was it the? Can't remember, but yeah, airlines are really having a hard time at the moment, and I think a lot of them have been declaring bankruptcy, and a lot of them are getting, like, how do you say, bought back or supported by the government in some way, which is fortunate because some other businesses don't have that kind of support, I guess. But then again, they do have costs on a massive scale. Wow, that's a huge stutter. It's super stuttery. It even threw me back to neutral. All the time bankrupt airline. Was that a train? Yes, it was. Oh, nice. Since quite a long time, we're finally back in the live stream. Yes, welcome back, man. How's it been going? What have you been busy with? Now, my frames are not the best at the moment. 1 second, let's go and see that. Yeah, I'm maxing out my GPU basically. Maybe it's the area. There are a lot of trees here. The trees tend to really be the biggest deterrent to my performance. And I am using 4 times anti-aliasing for NPI, so that would also be a bit hairy. So in terms of ETS2, wow, and suddenly my frames just started dropping. It's probably stuttering on your end, huh? That is super weird. You might be having that problem again with the OBS kind of thing. I hate that. 1 second, guys. Let's get the music back in here. Looks like it's going to be a troubleshooting stream yet again. Now that's a bit strange because I am running as admin right now. Might have gotten negatively impacted by the game. 1 sec, let's restart the game. Let's see if that will fix it. Southwest Airlines, is that the one you frequent? Alright, let's try that out. Let's hope this works. Working with your latest sound mod, nice. What are you focusing on this time? There you go. Now that should be properly shared using game capture. Right, let's see how that works. Alitalia bankrupted like 3 times in the last 18 years. Yikes. Yeah, I'm not really familiar how that works. When someone goes bankrupt and how it progresses from there. What's the recent conversation happening? in the RawX forums. Okay, let's see if this time it gives me better perf. If not, I'll have to tone down the NPI settings. I normally don't drop frames here though, that's weird. The hunter isn't still running in the background. Good point. Maybe there is something running in the background. Right, let's see if that drops any frames. Yeah, I'm still dropping frames. Dang it. I'll try and monitor it. Although it might not be because of the OBS thing. It might be more because of the full screen issue, refresh rates and stuff. Shouldn't be as bad. So let's monitor it for now. Tollgate incoming. The lighting in NL is really my favorite. The skies are nicely varied, but other graphics mods have nice skies as well. But the lighting I really like. This for me is the most realistic lighting, although realistic is very subjective. Road connection topic. I have not been able to read up on it. What's the latest on it? Yeah, people will make their own choice. Is there a chance for the different map mods to work together again? That's great news if so. NL, welcome back. So we can take photos anywhere and make it look amazing. With Project Next Gen, it's a bit hit or miss because of the brightness issue. So sometimes you are in a very nice shot like this, but when you go into photo mode, the brightness is super dark because of the sky. You end up losing an opportunity. It's a bit of a shame. But when the new Project Next Gen comes in, I might try it again. There you go. They got taken off the first time by the state in 2002, second time by Etihad Airlines in 2008 and 2017, and this year they... Yikes. You mean... take off you mean by like buying back or supporting? So they don't end up closing shop? I like this windy, elevated highway. You have reworked SCS Scania L6NG sound. Oh, nice. Might be the perfect time to get into that truck again. Thanks, Max. I'll have a look. Alex might appreciate that because he's saying that the stock sounds aren't really the best, and I think that's a huge understatement. Nothing that can be shared on stream. It's that intense? Interesting. Hey Jalan. Sorry, I'm not sure how I pronounce her name. Welcome to the stream. We are currently in Croatia, I believe. Crossing over soon to Slovenia. Alitalia is state-owned airline, so until Italy will continue 1 billion euros every year, so it's like, I see. Every time they declare insurgency, which happens once per year, they cannot really bankrupt. Technicalities in there, huh? I don't really understand the details, but yeah, that seems messy. So has anyone managed to combine ProMods with any map mods? Has Wombat released a video yet? I'm just waiting for people to come up with a working combo, because can't be bothered trying stuff out and doing trial and error until something sticks. Just too lazy for that. I think it is the flag carrier, Alitalia. I see it quite a bit in the flight sim forums. Quite a number of people fly with that livery. Decide which play. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice it. Jack spent 20,000 points just to say let's fly a paper airplane. Happy birthday. Now that's a birthday blowout. We'll try to find a paper airplane for you, Jack. And you will fly it. Although that might not have seat belts nor puke bags, so might be in for a treat there if I fly. Thanks, man. Hey, Kaso. Drink alcohol then drive. As long as it's virtual driving, should be fine. How are you, man? Welcome back. It's been a while. You were just talking about Alitalia. I guess you've flown with them often. There we go. Crossing over from Croatia to Slovenia, maybe? So, wait a minute. Which one is not part of the EU? Or Schengen? I don't know which is which anymore. Empty transit. I think we should go there on that side. Empty on the left, transit on the right. There we go. That makes more sense. So if you have something loaded, then you move on this lane. I still cannot remember all those flags. Hey, thanks for the follow, Jalan. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate that. Do you guys have or had problems downloading NL? I think that is a very common issue. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a definitive answer, but I think it boils down to network issues. Whether it's the server being unstable or your connection to the server being unstable. Hey, Slider. Welcome back, man. We are driving from Croatia to Slovenia to Hungary, Slovakia, Czech Republic, and Poland for now. We'll see if we make it there, and then if we do, we'll decide where to go. Hey, officer! Awesome. Glad our times finally matched. There we go, Slovenia, indeed. How are you? Croatia is not in the Schengen area. But they are both part of the EU. That would explain the border. This is a Renault T, yes. Renault T with the 2013 interior, I think. It's one of the options in the default truck. Thanks, officer. Appreciate the nice words. Glad you made it to the stream. Which ones are you particularly fond of? The trucking ones, the flight sim ones? We're getting a little bit more traction in the flight sim department, thankfully. I hope that keeps up, but we'll see. So the community is growing bit by bit, and hopefully there will be a time where we can mostly merge them. I want my points back. Ever in Denmark? Right now, I don't think we will be going to Denmark. And in reality, I've never been. Ooh, nice city there. Hey, Heroic. Been a while. How have you been? Edis, welcome back as well. How are you? What have you been up to these days? How is your situation, guys? Are you still in lockdown? Is it going back to normal? Are you on the quote-unquote new normal? Photo time. Oh yeah, we'll have plenty of those for sure. Maybe here on top of that bridge as we cross through that one. Visit Russia before Russia visits you. I don't think we can get there this stream, but we will surely try. On new ProMods driving a bus. Nice. What bus are you driving? Don't have a lot of bus mods in here. For those who started exploring ProMods 2.50, what was the first place you went to? Just about to park up for the night. Sounds good. Not very good. Yikes. That thing has hit your apartment. You mean the virus? Oh man, stay safe. Stay in your unit. Checked out Ukraine last night. Very nice. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I have not checked out Ukraine yet. I was having mixed feelings about checking it out. Maybe we'll check it out though today if we get a chance for openness. How do you say? For open-mindedness. Alerta. The city Esbjerg in Denmark is pretty accurate in ETS. Oh, that's good to hear. Was that done by SCS or is that by ProMods? The alert is off. Ah, yeah, sorry. Thanks for highlighting. Yeah, we had a bit of a bug a while ago and some stuff are not working. I'm actually surprised that the chat window is working. Thank you for following, officer. Appreciate it. I should have the activity feed in my window though, so I should see it at least. We are here now in Koper. This is the new city. Let's go take a photo as we turn around here. You subbed also. Oh, that one didn't appear. Oh, that one didn't appear at all on my screen. Thanks for letting me know. Welcome back, man. I see the badge, yeah. GG. That's just typical Twitch giving out on us, I think. Sorry about that. But appreciate the sub. Welcome back. Indeed. Didn't appear in chat either. It was a sneaky sub. No bridge picture. Yeah, I missed it. We'll have plenty more later. I wonder why I'm getting these frame drops. It's so weird. I might have to double check that I'm on full screen and stuff like that. That might be one. Good shot. One sec, guys, huh? Graphics wise, we need to be on full screen, I think. I hope that didn't destroy the screen sharing. And I hope that didn't destroy the force feedback. Okay, yeah, it's still there. Good. There we go. Yeah, looks like Twitch is twitching out. Truck paint job is nice. Kinda like it. Kinda blends well with the trailer. Transitioning from black, blue, and then orange with the ProMods look. Twitch was dead for some time, like 4 hours ago. Maybe. Although Jack's stream seemed fine a while ago. Maybe it was this Twitch's birthday gift to you, Jack. That looks good. Now in terms of textures, I don't think I have anything enabled. I don't think I even have the Project Next Gen textures in here. Maybe I should bring them back. Because I remember removing them so that we can check out the full ProMods textures. Because there has been a lot of retexturing done. And it does look much better. But I still like the textures of the Project Next Gen roads in particular. You know what, let's do a bit of experiment if we'll see something change here. So take a close look on how this road looks like, guys. We'll load up Project Next Gen. Weird. Frame drops all over the place. Right, let's add it up. So Project Next Gen should be somewhere. If I can find it, that's the one. Base, vegetation, and the additional road lines. So if we can add that, like maybe here. Base, vegetation, and then the road textures should be somewhere here. I like road lines 1. So place that above base. If you can see that. You can hardly see it because of chat, but get the picture. That should, I think, work. Jazzy Cat's motorcycles are too dang loud. Do you not have any other sound mods enabled, like SIP's real traffic sounds? Maybe that's the one causing it. Yes, they did add Georgia and Albania, I think. Also Montenegro, I believe. These motorcycles scare me. It's been a while since I've enabled any Jazzy Cat mods. Might be familiar with the issue I have with that. And actually, I don't even have Traffic Maniacs packs right now. Maybe I should bring them back. Well, let's do it one step at a time. My system is having enough trouble as it is. Ooh, is that Iceland? Did that look different? Does that look any different? I don't think so. I think this particular road might be ProMods specific new texture. So Project Next Gen doesn't really touch it. All good, all good. It's Jazzy Cat mod. He has an edit with sounds lowered. Ah, I see. Looks the same. Agree. This one should look different. I see definitely the signature dotted texture of the road lines. I love it. Having force feedback plug-in back again is such an immersion changer. The force feedback is night and day difference versus the default one. Should I move here? Yes. There we go. Yeah, those textures, road markings, you can see the dots. That's definitely Project Next Gen. Not too shabby. Oh, let's take a photo here. Bridge shot. I know Heroic was looking for one. Here is a potentially nice looking one. Oh yeah, that looks much better from that side. Sorry, I missed one. Scania K380 double decker. Oh, that's the bus. See that bad? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the nice words. Oh, that looks great. I think that is thumbnail shot potential. That has to be the one. If you can make it a bit wider, we'll lose a bit of the detail, so I think we'll have to pick something like that. Works for me. Nice. We get blank truck stops. I have not noticed it, but we will be passing by Hungary right now in a bit, so we'll see. Let me know if you spot the same issue. Volumetric lighting scatter from mods. Sounds fancy. I'm a bit doubtful, but I don't really know what that means. You have those truck stop problems as well. Yikes. So which one is blank? Like the sign? Like the sign saying 500 meters truck stop? Or the actual stop itself? I think I've noticed some areas having blank signs, but not sure if that's also the same issue you're encountering. This reminds me of the Italian highways, this view right here. Very nice. Just smooth, gentle bend on the highway. Are we speeding? No, we can actually go up to 90 kilometers per hour here. There you go. Trying to get acquainted where we are. Okay, trying to orient myself. Okay, I see a border right there. What flag is that, guys? Is that Croatia? Rijeka to the right. Oh no, that's the Slovenian flag crossing over to Italy. So to the left is Italy, to the right is Croatia, I would imagine. Hey Evanol, thanks for joining. How are you? I'm doing good, thanks for asking. I cannot wait for the weekend. It's been a few busy days for me this week, especially yesterday. Yesterday was quite busy for me. Spent a lot of time, well, supposed to spend most of my day working in some form. In the morning I was trying to record some Microsoft Flight Sim footage. Spent the entire morning there. Spent my entire afternoon working in my full-time job till the evening. And then late evening also had to work on something. And then I woke up at 4. Nowadays I wake up at 4 a.m. It's getting earlier and earlier. My goodness, I think the age is starting to catch up with me. I was going to ask some people how early they wake up, but Maybe I'll just ask it generally and you guys can answer. See, I didn't name anyone this time. Just to see if it really is directly proportional or inversely proportional to your age. The time you get up. You had it with the vanilla maps, you just removed it. Oh my goodness, I don't want to go back to vanilla map either, especially the super old areas. There's been no word from Shumi about the fix. Yeah, I think someone has been reporting that. I think I've seen that in the forums. But not sure. I'm playing with the wheel, G27, Ivanol. Should be okay. I am from the Philippines originally, currently living in Singapore. Hey Thermo, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed you. There you go, Discord, the server link. You guys are welcome to join. Waking up is a luxury. That's true, that's true. It is a blessing in itself. That's true. Oh my goodness. Waking up early is better than not waking up at all. Now where do we go? I think this one is our path. Probably shouldn't do that in the middle of a highway. But I'm sure the AI wouldn't mind. Almost missed my turn. Now that ProMods is officially released, I can go ahead and bring back the other mods now. Texture mods, traffic mods, world background map by Bengan, Google Maps. I'm not getting any droplets for some reason, not sure why. I've gotten it in NL in a different video, so it might be the truck. Let me try it. If I turn off, keep the wiper off, if it will come eventually. I am speeding, right? 1 sec. And yes, as you get older, you don't sleep so well. Dang it. Thanks, Elan. Yeah, we do have a very focused English curriculum in the Philippines. Most of the people there speak English. Because we are very much colonized. So that has both good and bad sides to it. ProMods trailer and company add-on. Yeah, it's nice. If you're not using any company pack, that's something I could recommend. Personally, my favorite is Shumi's, but if you're not liking the bugs, if those are too much for you, yes, ProMods trailer and company pack is a good alternative in my books. There are two parts of it, the trailer and the company. I think you can choose to just enable that guy's super slow. I think you can choose to just enable one part of it. Usually though, when I try it out, I enable both parts. Let's just imagine that there are droplets. It's weird. Just wait until 3 nightly trips to the bar. Oh my goodness. Snow. But yeah, the company pack I think is the one that changes the companies, the places where you take and deliver jobs from and to. So that changes the names and the models to the realistic companies. And then the trailers add or replace real company trailers. there's an option to either add them or replace the SCS default ones with them. Why do I feel that age reference is pointed at me? I didn't name anyone. So I'm free from that liability. What language is that, Jalan? Is that Danish? Is nice. Yeah, that's one of the languages that I'm not really familiar with. Like, I cannot even spot if someone is speaking Danish. I cannot distinguish. Nor can I distinguish a Danish accent when you guys are speaking English. I think I need more exposure to those regions. Scandinavian regions in particular. I'm pretty clueless about at the moment. So what have you guys been spending your time on? Have you been busy at work? Have you been busy at school? Have you had more time to play because you are mostly stuck at home? Or does that not apply to you? Quite interested to see how people are living nowadays. If it's pretty much back to normal or new normal, as they say. Teach you if you ever visit Denmark. I'll take note of that, thanks. I've been told that Danish sounds like a guy with a potato in his mouth. I remember there was a video like that. There was this guy who was trying to sound off how each of the languages sound like. That might have been one of the illustrations. Hey, recovery. Doing good, man. Have you been busy? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad you made it to the stream. So how are things like in your place? Let's start with that. Do you guys still have lockdown? Are you free to roam about now? Actually not sure anymore what is the current status in the different places. Watching lots of flight sim. Same with me. I'm pretty much hooked to flight sim. New Zealand is okay with the COVID. Yeah, I remember New Zealand is the one with the, I think you reached the 3 months without a new incident. I think recently you had like 4 cases, but that probably has been isolated now, huh? Our government seems like it's doing a pretty good job at it. Overspeeding, not at the moment. It is 90. Maybe a while ago I was. How about in the other places? How about in Denmark? How is the COVID situation like? And in the US? This one is where we are in India. In the Philippines, we've had a lockdown again the past 2 weeks. Now I think the lockdown has been eased up a bit. I've not been updated with the numbers though. Hopefully it has helped. Back to 90. Denmark is doing fine. Just don't allow a lot of countries. So the borders are still relatively closed. Based in Singapore, recovery. It's fine here, but you live in a small town. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning it was mostly unaffected with COVID from the start. It's nice. You're free to walk around, but you can't talk or breathe. Look up, smile, wink. cry or frown at anyone else. My goodness. Where are you based, Recovery? Are you in Manila? You're starting your junior year of high school remote. That must feel strange, huh? I know a lot of friends' kids are doing that at the moment. They even had to buy new laptops because each kid has to have their own. So I guess the tech companies are really getting a huge benefit from this situation. Oh, I like the look of the rain. Looks so good. This like slight fog, slight haze as the rain thickens. Don't ask about India. Yikes. Still the same. That's the last time I heard the cases were rising. Hopefully it gets better soon. Maybe the plan is to just toughen it out and what was the term for it? Group immunity? Something like that. Boris is watching. Sounds like the US. Is that the same as in the US? Now we are crossing over to Hungary, I believe. But we should get a pop-up soon. Herd immunity, there you go, thank you. There we are, and now it's back to 80. Slow down here. Now I hope the rain lets up soon because we are coming close to the new areas. Would be a shame to go there and have this bad weather. Yeah, I think this is one of my gripes with NL. I'm not actually sure. Maybe you guys are familiar. Because I remember NL had a problem that it doesn't respect the rain probability. But I can't remember if that's only in ATS or also in ETS2. Is this where we go? No. I think basically follow this. That was weird, there was no barrier. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to say hi and happy to see that the alert thing is working again. And also Brazil. Yikes. Stay safe, guys. Hey Tom, welcome back. How have you been, man? How's it going in your area? Top Gear did a special in India. He had a segment on driving on Indian highways. Heart was racing even. I've heard similar things. Very creative ways of driving, I guess is the mild way of putting it. Thanks, Jalan. Are you going now? With NL subtle floating icons and 138 the barriers disappear. Ah, yes, I am. Thanks, good catch. Some side effects, huh? Congrats, I guess, Tom. Hope everything is well. Welcome back, Scotsman. Finished training. By the way, yeah, I was mentioning I was trying out Train Sim World 2 offline. It's nice actually. Looks like it's pretty optimized. The improved optimization. My GPU wasn't maxing out as much. I was able to keep like 50 to 60 FPS constantly. Minimal stutters. Not like that. And what was I trying out? I think I was trying out that German route. Can't remember what it was, but I was going up to like 160 kilometers per hour. It was quite relaxing. I'm just not sure how to feature that in a video because it is a bit chill. So not much happening, but it is pretty relaxing. How do other streamers or content creators feature train sim stuff? Or is it really just maybe a different mindset? You go and watch a train sim video expecting to be relaxed and have a chill vibe. Much more chill than trucking. And then may turn Clarkson's hearing all the way up. And move the switch to turn it down. What happened then? Sounds exciting. Hey Sparksel! Welcome back, man. Glad you made it today. How's life been? Now you're habitual to such driving, you just try to survive on those highways. Yeah, I think after some time you get used to it. In the Philippines, we are... maybe it's not that extreme, but we are pretty much used to some kind of creative driving as well. Hey bot! Welcome back, man. Where have you been driving to these days? That's pretty nice. Although oftentimes I still fly when I have free time, but sometimes when I have like just a short time, just hop into a train and enjoy the view. It's quite relaxing. And then I have a different mindset now in Train Sim World, because I remember before when I first started getting into train sims, I really wanted to learn every detail and eventually come to that point when I can turn off the overlay, you know. But I realized I don't really have to like max out everything that I do. It's just a matter of enjoying it, and if enjoying it means just keeping the assistance in there, keeping things simple and relaxing, then I shouldn't be pressured to go any more hardcore than that if I don't want to. So do what you have to do and enjoy it, basically. Hey Agility, welcome back. How are you? Now let me double check that the route hasn't changed. There we go. Okay, this is actually a new area already that we're entering. Too bad the sky isn't very nice, but I do like the ambiance here. It's like a very chill vibe. I like the frame rates as well. But it's really weird that I'm still getting some frame drops. Well, it's not really frame drops, it's more frames missed or skipped frames. Relax on a crazy train. Nice little town here. He even has the castle on the top right there. Sumig. Anyone familiar with this place? There you go. Quite chill. Nice addition. I wonder if it looks like this in real life. Speeding offense. So with subtle floating icons, we get a built-in no barriers mod now. Have to be very careful. I tend to get lost more with that kind of scenario. You like the no barriers? It's actually quite nice. It's just not very apt for my kind of driving because I get lost enough as it is. But in terms of realism and immersion, definitely. It also helps with the photos when you don't have any barriers floating around. That's true, very true. No barriers in Spain. Oh no. Speaking of Spain, did you guys see the... Well, I think it was a Facebook post, not really a blog post. But apparently Iberia is going to be the biggest DLC yet from SES. And that sounds very promising. I'm just not sure when it will release, but that's great to hear. That in terms of size at least, it's really up there at the top. because it would include both Spain and Portugal, I believe, right? Just not sure if it's the entire country or just a specific region. I've not really been keeping up to date with the blog posts and everything. And speaking of blog posts and posts in general, any news on trucking, guys? I have not been super up to date with the trucking stories. I've only been able to visit the forums a couple of times. Blame Flight Sim. But from what I've seen, there has not been many new updates. Or maybe I'm just not reading well enough into it. Yeah, definitely ProMods will have to adjust. That's the other side of the stick. Is that an expression? That might be more of a Stephen Covey expression. And this is the other new area in Hungary. Countryside vibe. If you are fed up with the highways, this is the perfect kind of off-road for you. Ooh, I like that sun at the back. I do miss the NL sunset. Yes, definitely. I think the expression or the lesson is something like when you pick up a stick, you also pick up the other end of the stick. You'll kind of be wary of the consequences of your actions, kind of thing. Hey Da! What's up, man? SCS Software did a stream today. Oh yeah, that's true. I was seeing that in Facebook. Unfortunately, the time for me is never friendly. Middle of the night for me. Did anyone watch? Did you guys see? I like this area. Roads are getting wider as well. Definitely a bridge would be a textbook clumsy photo. Yeah, all the map mods will have to update. Well, maybe it depends. Like Rust map, super far away, and if SCS just changes, this adds Iberia on its own and not introduce any other sneaky updates, then maybe we won't need to. They won't need to update. But ProMods for sure will have to, because you have conflicting territories there. Today's a special day. Oh, yes, it's Jack's birthday. What city is this? Szombatli or something like that. Probably read it wrong. Somewhere in Hungary. Amsterdam. Anywhere and any time is Amsterdam for a Scotsman. Have you driven a train in Amsterdam? Is there like a? I would imagine there is like a DLC for Amsterdam, or at least some part of Holland. Today's your birthday now. Oh, happy birthday, man! It's right next to each other. Cool. Hope you have a great day. Let's take a photo here. Freeware Dutch contents for train sim. Cool. No wonder you like it. Oh yeah, I did miss NL. I don't think NL has the best skies. It has pretty good skies. And I think it has the most plentiful. But for some reason, it looks a bit blurred sometimes for me. Might be induced by the not full compatibility. But the lighting, my goodness, the lighting is really so good. Let's take a Rohan shot there. Haven't done that in a while. Between your birthdays, you have 2 birthdays, da? Of ProMods Spain. Unfortunately, I think a lot of those will be overwritten, at least in the meantime. It depends what ProMods will decide eventually, but I would imagine in the beginning they would just remove their areas just to make it easily compatible with Iberia. And then slowly they'll replace the Iberia areas with their own if they like their own better. Bridge shot. I'm just taking a photo though. Okay, skyward. Feels kinda ideal for a train sim. Sprinter, intercity train. I can imagine because Holland is pretty flat, right? And trains do love level roads, level terrain. So trains would be perfect for that. You have Hebrew and English birthday. Ah, I see. Lunar and solar calendar, I see. Why is it still raining? I'm still seeing streaks of rain. Is that a graphical bug now? Yeah, I think I'm still hearing rain droplets. I think it is still kind of raining. Still a bit confused. My mom also has 2 birthdays. Her official birthday, the one that's written in her birth certificate, and the birthday that she has grown accustomed to. But I think that's more during their time. During their time, it was not yet so common to have like registration, like properly register the birth and stuff like that. So it's more of an after, how to say, it's after the fact, after, I forget the expression, but yeah, you do it afterwards if you have time, but it's not really like an automatic thing. So during their time, their parents registered their birth after months or years, and there is a mismatch between what is written in the birth certificate versus what they celebrate. And until this point, I'm not really sure which is the real birthday, but I just know there are 2 ones. So the one is like celebrated by the family, the close relatives, and the official one is celebrated by like the office mates and stuff. So 2 celebrations, why not? The more the merrier. Although I think that also would make her age twice as fast, but age is just a number. ProMods will definitely not surrender places like Valencia, Bilbao, Zaragoza. We'll see. I'm not sure how they will approach that. But in the beginning, I think they will have to remove all of that if they want to make it compatible with Iberia. Because I don't think combining is such it's not as simple as it sounds. When I talked with Skull when he was here before, when he visited Singapore, we had a chance to meet up, so I had a little bit more insight with the process. That didn't get discovered. It's still, I'm no expert at it, but at least I get a bit more insight. Yeah, it is not as simple as it sounds. Like something to do with, like, for example, the levels, like what the map considers as the level ground, and if there's a difference between like the official map and the area from ProMods, then yeah, how do you reconcile that? So if they want to make those areas ProMod specific, then I think they will have plenty of work in front of them. But in the meantime, my assumption, and this is no confirmation of any kind, but my thinking is they would first remove all the conflicting areas, like what they've done in Italy, in France. Is that what they did as well? And in Black Sea, well, mostly anywhere in all the DLCs. I think that's what they've done initially, and then slowly they put those back in if they really believe that what they've done is better. Every 19 years your English and Hebrew birthdays line up. Nice. That must be a cool event, huh? I should have a name for that. The birthday eclipse or something. Caledonian Sleeper? What is that? Is that a train? You're only as old as you feel, that's why you're 93. Oh my goodness. So we bought this digital smart weighing scale. It has not been so friendly to me because it says I still am keeping my weight even if I'm not eating that unhealthily anymore. It also measures a couple of different facts, different numbers, like body fat percentage, and then it's like you have your age in there, like how do you say, like yes, you're this age, but in terms of how your body is, it's like you're this old already. And that number for me is like 2 or 3 years older. Like, what crap? Just, yeah, so yeah, I'm not the best of friends with that smart scale at the moment. Every morning I have to dread weighing myself and seeing those stats. Not sure why I'm not losing weight though. We're not eating unhealthy anymore. Might be because we're stuck at home and not going out, so all that normal walking that we do, that's all unburned calories. I think it's time to sleep here. Enjoy a bit of the scenery before we cross over to... Where are we crossing over? Is this Croatia again? Elevations, there you go. Elevations can be annoying. Sierra Nevada is bigger than it was supposed to be because of that. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I'm sure NL knows what that feels like. Oh, this one, thought this would be a nice sleeping area. Maybe I have to go in front of this guy. Can I just stay here and block you guys? Better than hearing please get off from the scales, yeah. Most men would want to be older? Really? Maybe if you're super young. But once you get to a certain age, I don't think you would want to be older. Why would you? Ask Jack and Alex. Sorry. Why you aren't losing weight? See above comment about getting older. Oh yeah, that's so true. Oi! Oh sorry, birthday powers. Just Alex. Ah, beautiful clear skies today. Yeah, when you're young you want to be old, when you're old you want to be young. It's just human nature. Slovakia, that's the one. Oi. So if you want to be young now, younger, that might be saying something. But no, yeah, it's true. The age, I think, is a huge factor. I remember when I hit 30, suddenly I started gaining a lot of weight, even though my eating has mostly stayed the same. I think it's happening now again. How old am I now? Well, 1 second. See, I even forget my age. Let me try. I think I'm 34. Maybe it's every like 4 or 5 years you get that huge drop in metabolism. And that sucks. 35 to 40-year-old mark is when it stops being good to be getting older, as you aren't cool anymore. Ban him. Yeah. €90. Interesting. Okay. It fluctuates between 36 and 37. 2 to 3 years older. Oh, that looks so nice. That skyline. Where are we anyway? Somewhere in Slovakia. So is that maybe... What is the capital of Slovakia, guys? Bratislava, maybe? This one? I don't know. It does look a bit industrial though. Oh, that looks so good. Some people don't like the lighting of Naturalux though. They say it's a bit too bright. And I agree when it comes to ATS, but in ETS2 I think it's just fine. I mean, when it's midday, it is bright outside in reality. So it should be a bit on the blinding side, especially when in white surfaces. Nowadays, because I stay home most of the time, whenever I peek outside, it's like, oh, it's so bright outside. It's like I would need shades every time. My eyes are not accustomed to it anymore. Goldfish memory, yeah. Maybe it's defense mechanism. When you get to a certain age, try to forget your age. Dinosaurs. Well, you're like an unhatched egg for us. Jeez, Dad. Sorry, Gramps. Memory goes first. You're 50. Oh, are you? You'll fit right in then. Bratislava. But is this Bratislava? Let's double check. It is. It is Bratislava. Nice. So I would guess this is ProMods country. It does look quite complex. Bridge photo at its finest. 34. 34. Is that supposed to be good or bad? You're a fan of NL, but now you're lacking RBW. Yeah, I know there are a lot of RBW fans. I think if you don't have NL, many people will go to RBW, but I don't know. Personally, I'm just not a fan of it. I like almost every part of it except the white haze, which is unfortunately very common, especially in the morning when I like to drive. I usually start my deliveries like 7 a.m. and that's like most of the time there's that white haze that I really just don't like. I think it has been lessened with the recent versions, but the last time I tried it was maybe 1 or 2 months ago. I'm not sure. I just wasn't much of a fan. Not even a thought. Yeah, a lot of people like RBW now. I don't know why I don't. Well, I just mentioned it, but I don't. So maybe, yeah, maybe we can get some inputs. With RBW, I do like the skies and almost everything that it includes. But how do you guys feel about the haze? Do you not mind it? Is it not as extreme as I am mentioning it? ProMods is really awesome with the addition and the reskins. Oh yes, definitely. Great job at ProMods. Still hard to imagine. Still hard to absorb the fact that it's free. 34 is close to your first grey mother hair. Oh my goodness. Now in terms of grey hair, I'm a bit of an early bird. I've had grey hair ever since I was in grade school, I think. Ever since I was, I guess, 12. To remove that, you need to add a rain add-on to and rain set to 0. So it would never rain? Yeah, I don't like that. So it would never rain and I wouldn't get the fog, but then it's a bit of a shame then. Don't really get haze. I haven't seen your videos in a bit, unfortunately. I'll have to check. But if I set rain to a lower value, then the haze will come back, wouldn't it? The one you shared in the hidden channel. Ah, the one where you compared the stuff? Yeah, I just forgot about it. I forgot how it looks by now. It has been a few months, I think. So yeah, I think it's a hit or miss, at least in my books. Because sometimes there is no haze, but oftentimes there is, for me at least. So Jay says he doesn't get the haze. How about the rest of you guys? Have you also been able to manage to get rid of the haze? Because if that's really possible while still keeping the rain probability normal, then I would love to try it out. Because NL for me is great, but it's on borrowed time in how I would see it. Like, we're doing our best to make it compatible, but more and more it's getting outdated. More and more issues are coming up. And the file size of this one is not really appealing to me. Takes up a huge majority of my remaining hard drive space. The more you use it, the less you liked it. What didn't you like about it, Alex? Maybe it also depends on the location. Could be. What is this? Oh, interesting. Could this be a Project Next Gen conflict? Unknown variant name on model gas big. Oh, that may be Shumi's problem. Is that what you guys were mentioning? That is the Shumi bug. Okay, I see. Would you happen to fall off if you drove through there? Maybe we should have tried her for science. You're using NL for a long time now. I see. You went back to NL also. Yeah, it's hard to replace it, huh? There are some places where the road is like that. Oh no. Yep, actually I really like Project Next Gen except for that brightness issue. So if he manages to fix that, I would happily switch back. I kind of like the natural effect of it, just hate the brightness thing. No, you don't fall through. Aww. So you've tried it already? Nice. You go through a wormhole. Looks like Nightbot itself is off duty. Oh, there you go. Oh, was it just the wrong spelling? I see. Feels like the truck is flying. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Almost hit that guy while I was in the middle of the road. Feel free to join us in chat so we can give you a proper welcome. Nice bridge coming up. The nice look of the city. What city is this? Nothing. Is this still Bratislava? Don't think it is. We've traveled quite a bit already. One sec, let's see. You might be looking at this city overlooking at Banska Bystrica. Let's have a look. Take a photo. Losing the force feedback plugin for a bit and then getting it back made me appreciate how good it is compared to the default force feedback. a bit tricky, but it was worth the hassle. No, not really. It's more for immersion. Yeah. I've I've seen it, not by choice, but it has happened. Just a scenery town. Ah, I see. Yeah, it's too close to be that other city, huh? Quite nice, I like it. Let's take a close-up shot here with the nice lighting and everything. I do miss driving this truck. The sounds are not... well, they're better than SCS level. I think I can survive with that for now. So they're not like making you hear them and think like, what's happening to the truck? So it does sound like a truck. It just doesn't have that oomph. Like that EVR, Crash Boom or Z mod oomph. But it's a good first step, I would say. So, any new mods you guys have been trying out? Any new map mods, truck mods, sound mods, or whatnot? I saw that the Western Star has been released, or updated rather. Western Star 4900 FA, if I remember correctly. I was almost going to go with ATS today, but ProMods got released and I wanted to check it out again and enjoy a bit more of Naturalux in here. So maybe we'll put that on the list, the Western Star. I think JBX also got an update. I'm not so sure though. But I'm not sure what the update is, if ever. Nice bridge. Let's take a photo here. Like photos everywhere. That looks quite nice actually. Thank you for following. Welcome. Hope you are enjoying the chill vibe. Feel free to say hi in chat. Not as scenic as I would have hoped, because the mountain in the distance is cutting off. Skip that. Good. Yikes. Ooh, I'm still getting those stutters though. Might have to check that. I just remembered I got some keys, I think, of other games. I have not been able to check them out. I don't have time, unfortunately. So all my spare time is being diverted into either flight sim or truck sim. Mostly flight sim right now. Still absolutely loving it despite the bugs. Although the bugs are starting to get to me. Can't do a proper, reliable flight. So I think really have to stick to the small planes for now. It is 66, so should be the same as before. Haven't had much time to check out new truck mods. Started a couple of new profiles. Oh, nice. What are you planning on those new profiles? We're planning to have like different map combos on each one. Here we are, Czech Republic. I like the look of the trees. These might be Project Next Gen trees. Not so sure. Grand Utopia mostly. Ah, I see. Grand Utopia is so good, isn't it? Also, Bengan told me, because I was wondering, Bengan J has a satellite background image specifically for Grand Utopia. And I was thinking to myself, like, how could he have a satellite image of it when it's a fictional place? But apparently it's just one of the Greek islands, I forgot which one, that is inverted. I didn't know that. So he basically took the satellite image of that island and then flipped it and matched it up with Grand Utopia, and voila, we have satellite imagery. Yeah, so my godness is quite creative when it comes to that. He's mixing up the fiction and the reality quite nicely. I forgot which island specifically though. I'll have to look up what Bengan told me. I settled down. A bit laggy, but we can work with that. Very nice. Has there been any news on that other flight simulator? That bush... how do you say that? That sim that focuses on bush flying? I think that's going to be a fun one as well. Because even though Microsoft Flight Sim can handle that, maybe this other one has like some specific elements to it. Elements specific to bush flying. And I think there will be multiplayer. Yes, I think Dead Stick. I guess they're trying to, if ever, they'll be waiting for the flight sim hype to die down before they announce anything. Because everything else will get drowned out with the hype of Microsoft Flight Sim at the moment. And I remember that comment from... who was it who posted it? Was it Plum? I posted that comment from Austin Meyer, the maker of X-Plane. That they do have plans for updates to X-Plane, but they're not planning to announce that right now because right now everyone is filled with the flight sim hype. I am starting to miss the study level planes though, but not yet at that point that I'm willing to go back to X-Plane, because just the graphics, the weather, the ease of use is on a completely different level. So I think I will just restrict myself to flying with the older planes. They also announced this update that's coming up, I think, next week. So they announced yesterday that they will have an update next week, Microsoft Flight Sim. But most of the updates seemed most of the fixes seemed very basic. Like fixes to installation issues, fixes to basic stuff. Not really the things that we were looking forward to, like the incomplete implementation of the flight plans, the avionics, stuff like that. So it's a bit disappointing, but I guess they really cannot fix those advanced stuff in a single week or in a couple of weeks. Might need to be a bit more patient there. Let's see. Where are we now? Somewhere in the Czech Republic, I think. I remember driving through one of these roads. It was new in ProMods. I don't know if it was 2.4 or something. I remember that road, but I can't remember where it is in Czech Republic exactly, but I liked it. because it had like is it a train line or tram line in the middle of the highway, and then you get to see those vehicles as well. It was quite nice, quite scenic. Now we're getting some nice skies. Not too clear anymore. I'm speeding though. But what is that huge smoke billowing out? I think it's a plant. But the smoke might be a bit too excessive. Yeah, that looks scary. Like something's wrong. Thanks for following. Welcome. Lurk away or chat with us if you are in the mood. Jack's birthday cake plant. That's the one. So what game has been on your radar recently, guys? For me, for sure, it's mostly flight sim, but I'm sure different preferences, different YouTubers recommending different things to you depending on the videos you watch. Maybe that's a more apt question. What kind of videos is YouTube recommending to you? For me, it's mostly flight sim. Like 9 out of 10 videos are about flight sim 2020. Poland now, 60 miles to go, 60 kilometers. They're test firing all those candles. That's the one. Hey Backlin, thanks for following, man, appreciate it. And thanks for saying hi. Train Sim World 2, ah yes. What route are you enjoying? I tried it out a bit. It's quite nice, optimized and stuff. Maybe we can try it out next time. I just don't know how to present it, but maybe we can stream it. You watch Flight Sim but no urge to buy. You can happily wait. Yeah, some people are waiting on the sidelines, seeing if Flight Sim will progress, if it will evolve to become a true sim. So right now it's more of a half and half. Very good when it comes to the small planes, when it comes to the flying. But once you start adding in the flying elements of aviation, the instruments and stuff, then it becomes a bit lacking. Bakerloo line. Is that the... well, what new routes are there? The London Underground, was it? And then this German line. I think it was a German line that I tried. Quite nice that you can travel up to 160 kilometers per hour in long stretches. Quite nice on the visuals, super relaxing stuff. I saw in an article there is actually a flight simulator coming out, but this is very different because you are actually simulating to be a passenger. So you don't get to fly the plane, you get to be the passenger on a plane on, I think, a long trip. So you get to sit in the economy seat and you get handed out meals and stuff like that, I think, and you get to look out your window and enjoy the scenery, but you don't have to hassle yourself in knowing how to fly. So I saw that in an article. I remember the title was something like the name of the sim or the game is Flight Simulator for the Rest of Us. And he prefaces the article by saying that he's like, he tried Flight Simulator but he couldn't get it because it requires so much like learning how to fly, and he'd rather just ride on a plane instead of flying one. Quite interesting concept. I'm not sure how that will work out, but let's see. There we go, on the Cologne and Aachen line. Oh, and about the GTX stuff. Next week is when the announcement would be, right? But they've already confirmed some stuff. think Alex shared it in the tech channel in Discord. I've also seen some articles about it. Next week. Looks like we will have a 12-pin connector, but it would have an adapter for the 8-pin, the normal connector. But I'm not sure how that works. Would it be a 12-pin connecting to two 8-pins? Or 12 connecting to 8? I would guess it's the former. Otherwise it would be a bit of a downgrade, wouldn't it? 12-pin connector for founder's card only. I mean, the founder's card is like the... one sec. Not here. Founder's card is like the original, is it? The real NVIDIA one, not the one from the third-party manufacturers. Directly from NVIDIA, that's the one. So here... yeah, we do see the line here, thankfully, so we know where to park. We actually finished the job for a change. Third-party makers will decide on their own. Yeah. Not so sure it's really necessary. I am quite anxious about the cooling though. I hope it will work because I think they really powered up. And based on the article, it seems like they have some like breakthrough technology when it comes to cooling. But I'm a bit pessimistic. Why is it sounding like it's still raining? Or is that the train? Maybe it's a train. Maybe those are not raindrops, those are the train tracks. Looks good. Welcome back, Jay. Train! Excellent. Rijeka to Katowice. Nice, almost leveled up there. Cool. You can take one more job. Let's see if there's something good. Maybe you can travel east, explore the new areas here in Poland, then maybe cross over to Ukraine. If we're lucky, of course we're not. Let's see. Ah, I hate that. My mouse is starting to give out. I have to blow on it every couple of weeks so that it doesn't double click. Come on. Take me to Ukraine. Nada. Fuel economy 28.92. Nice. That's the range T for you. I did choose the best transmission for normal driving. Lowest, well, highest differential and gear, final overdrive for the final gear. Let's see where we can go. That one looks good. And then just drive all the way there. Yeah, I hope we can make it work with ROX again. I'll have to go back and look at the ROX forums. I've been behind on the updates there. Lublin. Jadar. And it's back. Go. All right. Where are we getting this from? Okay, 3 kilometers. That's good. I think we should be able to make that work. Anyone planning on upgrading anything on their rig soon? Getting a new simulator gear, upgrading a PC part, getting a new gaming laptop. New command. Nice. Doesn't that look very, how do you say, robotic though? I can kind of imagine that in real life. Hi, Nightbot. Hope you're having a good time. Tartak. Yes. I like how it's even rusty and everything. Looks pretty realistic. $28 tons of sawdust panels. Interesting that it actually didn't... Why am I bouncing like this? It didn't actually warn me about that heavy cargo thing. Normally it would. Now I think we'll have to reverse it in. Yikes. Someone forgot to clean up. Oh my goodness. Someone was on a rampage here. Can't see the line. A bit hard if that was the case, and I might hit this guy. Can we still avoid it? Yes, I think so. Is it fun? Good to know. Okay, let's straighten off here. Fair enough. Come on. We'll get there. Can't hardly see the line from here, my goodness. There it is. Whew, that's close. That's pretty close. I'll take that. Oh, that's nice. Engine off volume, engine off sound. Let me get a refill of my tequila. Oh yeah, by the way, I actually got an email from YouTube the other day. Apparently, I have been making videos. I've had my channel for 5 years now. So congrats for 5 years to us guys for surviving each other. Goodness, time flies. Yikes. Yeah. Ow! And as we do that, we get damaged. GG indeed. We made it to 5 years. Who knew? Hey Hasib. Welcome back. How are you? Where did that fail come from? Yeah, Twitch just decided to put it in last minute. Let's have a look at the routing. Yeah, these are new, but we won't actually reach that. This is new. Maybe we add this one. Yes. Crap. It's a bit not on the way, but this one I believe is new. Opole. It's rebuilt. This one I think Mandelsoft handled this area. And then the A1 here, I remember we went through this place. This is I think where the big warehouses are, this area. So I do want to go there. I have an idea. Let's go through there. There you go. Pass through the A1 this way. So we pass through via the S8. And then we see all the buildings here. Because last time when I first previewed ProMods 2.50, we came from Łódź. Oh no, but it's this one I think, the big buildings. Yeah, my bad. No, it's not that one. So I think it might be better to come from the south. Yeah, disregard what I said. We just detour around this point and then go back to A1. That looks good. And then we go through here for a different route. And pass through there. Yes, good. I'm doing good. Excited for the weekend, for some downtime. Maybe I can fly again. Me and Mrs. Clumsy can watch more K-dramas. My goodness, we have been devouring K-dramas recently. I think we finished like, I don't know, 5 more, probably more, yes, for sure. K-drama series. Just shy of 27k subs. Oh, are we? Wow, goodness, that's flying off. Thank you, everyone. Hey, Miles. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for saying hi. I could have just gone to the right there. Well, let's follow the traffic lights. Yay, Naturalux. Yes. It's been a while. I missed it. Yeah, the number of subs have been climbing quite fast these days, thanks to some of the flight sim videos. It's been really getting a lot of attention, which is understandable. No one watch what I'm doing. No one sees this. Filipino driving right there. Yeah, there has been so much interest in flight sim that people are eventually losing, running out of videos to consume, that they end up having to watch mine. No choice. The viewers are bleeding off to me as well. Great to hear, Sib. What have you been busying yourself with? The new Lucifer's a bit meh. I haven't watched it yet. I just saw that there is a new season. That's sad to hear. How many episodes are there? Straight up Indian driving. Am I qualified for Indian driving yet? I don't think so. Probably need a bit more training in there. A poll to where to go next. In trucking or in flight sim? 10 episodes I see. Hey, thanks for following. Welcome to the channel. If you are in the mood, feel free to join us in chat. Now in trucking. I don't think we'll have much choice. Do you have any places in mind? First part of 8 came out. Okay, so it's not yet finished. I see. Netflix is starting to add that suspense thing in there. Even the seasons are not fully released yet. And some of the shows they're releasing episode by episode. So what are you guys watching at the moment? Are you full on YouTube? Watching some series on Netflix? Or other streaming sites? I was happy to see that the movie trailers are starting to get shown again. Here, at least in Singapore, we are going to have... is that closed? We're starting to get the movies in the cinema again. Although I'm not sure if anyone will be watching because it is a bit scary staying inside a very isolated area, small isolated area, along with other people. Does not sound very safe in these times, but I don't know how they will work around that. Plus, there are a lot of social distancing rules. So I can imagine there would be a very limited number of seats. But it's good to see that at least it's starting. The movies are coming back. I think a lot of movies had to get delayed because of the pandemic. Cliffhanger. Yikes. Top Gear. Where are you watching Top Gear? I think in Netflix they have that, but not everything, right? I think they start off in a certain season. Project Power. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. What's it about? Look at that. Looks like it's still raining. Weird. Let me try something. If I go and pause this... set the weather to 0. Will it still rain? Let's observe it. Going to watch a documentary on a baseball player named Ken Griffey Jr. Enjoy! Clarkson, Hammond, and Mayer forever legendary. They have that semi-recent series in Amazon now, right? Has it finished already? Or are they planning to add more seasons in there? I forgot the name. I'm sure you guys know it. About a New Pill. Gives you temporary superpowers. Starring Jamie Foxx. Ah, nice. That sounds like... there's a similar movie, similar concept. Forgot the name. If I ever come up with it. Grand Tour, there you go. Compared to Top Gear, they just lost the magic. Oh, that's sad. What do you guys think is the missing ingredient? Why they cannot reproduce it? Is it in the format? Because the main characters are there, right? They're complete. Is that their enthusiasm or something? Oh yeah, the old guard seems nice. I haven't had a chance to watch it though. That looks pretty interesting. Concept. Is that based on a comic or something? The writers. Ah. There you go. Yeah, Limitless is what I was thinking about. I think that the basic premise is the same. South Korean series. There you go. K-drama. Which ones did you watch? I'm sure I've watched those as well. If you've been picking the famous ones. You've watched so many now, my goodness. We are starting to learn Korean words and really want to go to Korea now once the travel is back. Completely different, I see. Just the basic premise is the same. Okay. You've watched so many as well. Wouldn't have pegged you for a K-drama fan. That's cool. But yeah, we're starting to really love Korean food as well. They really like including the eating scenes. So you watch this one series, most of the so it's a K-drama, and most of the time, of course, people are talking with each other, inducing drama and everything. And most of it's done very naturally. Like it's nothing like no sci-fi, no extraordinary thing. Like not the guy or the girl is not super rich or stuff like this. They're just two normal people working, and most of the scenes involve very natural things, very down-to-earth things. And oftentimes the scenes involve eating, eating as a family, eating as a group, and then talking with each other. And that's where the story progresses. But my goodness, the food is so good. It's like it's healthy, but it tastes so nice. And oftentimes when we watch that series, we would have to order some Korean food from the delivery service just so we would get a better feel of the ambiance. A bit more immersive experience. It's a shame the buffets aren't open right now because of health reasons. Korean buffet would be nice. When you went to Thailand, you had so many of the Korean dishes. Oh, do they have a lot of Korean food there? Interesting. Sci-fi and comedy K-drama. Yeah, I think we've watched a couple of sci-fi and comedy K-dramas as well. It's kind of hard to distinguish just from the title though, isn't it? Like you would have to probably look it up a bit on Google or somewhere else. If you're just hunting in Netflix itself, it's like the name wouldn't immediately imply if it's like a serious drama or a comedy or a pure rom-com kind of thing. Yeah, food involving drama. I'm starting to crave for Korean food again. Hotel de Luna, was it nice? I saw that, but isn't it like a bit horror-ish? That's the main reason why we're not watching it. What we're watching right now is It's Okay to Not Be Okay, I think is the title. I like it. Mrs. Clumsy is a bit meh with it, but I really like it. It has a pretty deep message, pretty deep underlying message about mental health, about moral lessons and stuff. It's quite nice. Korean dish is famous in Thailand. Ah, I didn't know that. Interesting. Thanks for the heads up, Kamaste. More serious and less comedy. Was it scary? Like horror-ish scary? Because if it is, then we would not watch it. It will give me too much nightmares. It's like a hotel for dead people before they go to an afterlife. So these dead people, are they like the scary looking ones? Like the mangled looking physical appearance? Or do they look peaceful? And wearing white and everything? Yeah, or do they look like zombies? That would make the difference. Like, I think the concept of the afterlife as a story is okay with me, but having the people look like afterlives or undead more like is the scarier part. Not scary at all. Okay, that's good. Maybe we can add it to our list because we've been hearing about that, and it seems very promising. Thanks. Alright, NL. Have a good one. Stay safe. Happy weekend. Catch you next time. Heard that donation sound. I think I'm just using the same sound. but it's the same one as when you are spending here in game. Wow, getting a lot of frame drops here. Yeah, I think OBS lost its admin privileges at some point while I was fiddling with the settings today. So you'll just have to bear with the stutters for a bit, guys. Sorry about that. Once we clear this area, it should go back to normal, I hope. He donated to the local police. That's the one, or at the toll gate. Sounds legit. Such a nice guy. Okay, is this the new area? 1 second. Where are we? We have been driving through the... Oh my goodness, I've been skipping through it. I was too busy talking about Kdrama. Hope you guys enjoyed that scene. My goodness. Kdrama is too distracting. Yeah, I'm nice like that. I always make donations. Sometimes not as willingly though. Oh yeah, Secretary Kim, one of my top series. Descendants of the Sun definitely at the top as well. Those are in my top 3, I think. Beauty Inside, I haven't seen yet. Oh, that's amazing. Would you remember who the star is? We actually are getting more acquainted with the actors now. That, oh, we know that guy, and sometimes even to the point where we kind of know their name, because for me the Korean names are so hard to remember. They're like these syllables that are not really familiar to me and I cannot piece them together. But yeah, we're starting to even get familiar with some of the names now. Who's the actor in Beauty Inside? If you can link them up with other series. Stop! Yo, almost made it. Barely made it, rather. Coffee Prince. Ah yes, I watched that way back, I think. Oh My Ghost, I have not yet. Signal, I heard very good things about, but Mrs. Clumsy is scared of watching it because it borders a bit more on the paranormal happenings. So I think she will get a bit paranoid. My Love from the Star is one of my top ones as well. Really like that. The actor and the actress there are very good. Pinocchio I have not seen yet. Hear Your Voice, not yet either. Gentleman's Dignity, no, I also don't know that. Although the last ones there I am not very familiar with. I am from the Philippines originally. Right now I'm living in Singapore. I don't know the names. Do you remember them from other series? Maybe I can link them up that way. That's usually how we do it, because it's so hard to remember the names. We just say, oh, that's the same actress as in this one. So like the actress from My Love from the Star, she's the same actress as in My Sassy Girl and Tales from the Blue Sea or something like that. That's how we link them up. Although for the guys, Mrs. Clumsy tends to remember the names of the guys. Are we in the A1 now? I think we are. Let me double check. Yes, we are. So let's look to our left here. We should get a better peek at the large warehouses. Road reflectors are a nice touch. Yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. The ones where, that's why I noticed that area, because of those reflectors. Very different. Oh, I love that lighting. And I like that there are these patches on the road. Very realistic. Getting lots of stutters in this area. That's the wujki. Secretary Kim, welcome to Waikiki. That one I haven't seen yet. Goblin I have seen. Is Kdrama also popular in India? because in the Philippines it's super popular. In Singapore as well, I think, although I would not know so much about that. But yeah, in the Philippines, K-drama is so popular to the point that they actually got some Korean actors and actresses. Are you familiar with the Crash Landing on You series? So the actor and actress there, the main actor and actress, they got those to advertise the local telco in the Philippines. So they got them as not sponsor, they call this, you know, when you get that the famous people to make ads for you. The term is slipping on my end. There's the large warehouse. Still not good from this side, but it's humongous. Should do a job going there at one point. Endorsement, exactly, thank you. That's the word. Tip of my tongue. So they got them as endorsers. And they don't know a single word of Filipino or Tagalog, right? So initially it would be like, why would you get them? But yeah, K-drama is so popular that they actually got them, flew them to the Philippines, shot a couple of ads with them, and now you see them in all the posters for that telco. And it's working. It's working. That's how famous K-drama is becoming. At least in the Philippines. Some people don't like it though because yeah, K-drama has a very, how do you say, distinct appeal. Very different layout, very different how do you say, the standard layout of the shows is very different. The culture for sure is very different. And reading subtitles, not everyone wants to read subtitles. So those are, I think, the main roadblocks. K-drama is not as popular as American series, but there are few fans of K-drama. It's maybe starting bit by bit. I do want to sleep right there. There is one right here actually. Maybe that's a more feasible one. Girlfriend is a gumiho, strong girl, bong soon. I think we've seen that in the list, but we haven't watched it either. If you were to list your favorites, like top 3, which one would you choose? I think for me it would be Descendants of the Sun, would it either be top 1 or 2. My Love from the Star I really like as well. And then Secretary Kim, probably those 3. Oh, Naturalux guys, welcome back. It's been a while. That beautiful sunset. Four or 5 years before. Let me know when you remember. It rings a bell on my end. I remember watching a series before, like, I don't know, 10 years before or something. Very old. Why am I here? Should be sleeping, so we should be on that side. I remember really liking it, but now I don't really remember if it matches up with the series I recently watched, but I remember really liking the Full House series before. That was way back, I think. K-drama has me all confused. Yeah, that's true. Have you ever tried watching a K-drama, Alex? I think you would. You'd go out of your mind. It's a very different appeal. Some people would, I think, find it weird. The humor, the style, a bit too cheesy or something. No. It's quite similar to one of the hosts in the podcast I listen to a lot, Stacking Benjamins. He's like this, how do you say, macho guy. Macho appeal, like very, how do you say, Yeah, but yeah, very macho. So when the other host is like recommending stuff to watch, like, oh, you should watch this movie, this is nice, he would always ask like, are there explosions? Or how many explosions are there? Something along those lines. And if it's like 0, nada, hard pass. Very different vibe. W. That's it? That's the title? No, I have not watched that yet. Interesting. What's it about? The W I know is the hotel. Cool. I hope it's on Netflix. Maybe we can add it to our list. Because we are fast running out of series to watch. Well, not really. We have still plenty of series we haven't watched yet. Oh yeah, Memories. Yes, Alhambra. We watched that. Really like the concept. Very nice. Yeah. We watched that fairly recently. We were intrigued all the way. Oh crap. Stutters all over. Hang tight, guys. I think my system is asking for a 3080. You like K-dramas with ancient era stories. I hear about that a lot. Goryeo and what was that, the other one? Joseon Dynasty? I don't really know what they are, but they seem like the older eras in Korean history. Have you watched The King? That one I think is Mrs. Clumsy's favorite. She really likes the concept. It's like a concept of a parallel universe. 3090. Oh my goodness, 3090. Might have to get a couple of different diamond earring sets for that. Motherboard upgrade? Probably not motherboard, but most likely power supply. I think my motherboard should be able to handle a 3080. It should be a typical PCIe. Is it 4.0? The PCIe slot, right? So I think what I would be a bit more nervous about is the size, because I've seen images of the graphics cards. I think they compared like a 2080 versus that new graphics card. It was like, I don't know, 30% bigger. So I'm not sure if it would fit in my case, but we'll see. I think it needs 3 slots, which I hope I have. I'm not a robot. Oh, cool. W's on Netflix, nice. If I manage to see that in the list, I hope it will ring a bell because we discussed it. Thanks to the recos. Power supplies are getting hard to find. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's going to be tricky. Hey, Amelia May. Welcome back. Doing good. We are driving in Poland at the moment. Slow down to 70 because there's a speed radar right there. 50, yikes. Overpriced, man. So should I buy one now already? But the problem is you don't really know what you need until it comes out. We'll see. I heard that what was it? SSDs and memory prices are going down soon because I think they have a lot of oversupply. Why am I staying at 55 here? Interesting. think it's too heavy. Yeah, I think it's too heavy. Maybe this might be uphill or something. Glad that you already bought one. Yeah, good choice. You have most of the stuff. I think it's only the video card you're really missing, right? You put an NVMe in your last build. That will help a lot. Yeah, I might get one for myself as well, so that I won't need to worry about hard drive space. Hey, Rohan. Mr. 75, have you been flying anywhere recently? Oh, it's you. Agent 47 now. Oh yeah, right. You shared in Discord. That Xbox Game Pass is really doing wonders for you, huh? It's perfect for your type. Lots of different games to try out. Oh, it's Mr. Train. Epic Games. Oh, you bought it, or is that free? Cool. When do you guys think they'll release the third-party vendor video cards? You know, not the Founders Edition. Do you think they'll release it in the same time frame? Does anyone have experience with Founder cards? I've never tried one. I think the Founder cards don't reach the Singapore shores so much. Or maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I have this impression that they're not very good compared to the third-party vendor ones, but that might be just an initial impression from my end. I have this impression that they're basic, but I'm one to talk because my GTX 1070 is as basic as it can get. I see a lot of people pointing out my temperatures. Whenever I show my benchmark, they're saying the GPU is very hot, and yes, it is. It's at that edge of stability because the cooling of my GPU is very basic. It's like the cheapest 1070 model out there. Maybe a Founders Edition would actually work better. They're giving it for free. Ah, I see. Yeah, it works perfect for you, these free stuff, because you can try them out. I don't know, I'm not very keen on trying out multiple games nowadays. Like, I'm happy enough sticking with Flight Sim or whatever sim it is that I'm hooked on. I'm a single sim kind of guy. Birth of a Beauty. Hanyesul. What series has she starred in? Maybe that would make more sense to me, but I will recommend that to Mrs. Clumsy. She might like that. Hey McCrateness, welcome to the stream. Hope you find the mods list useful. Hey Nestor, thanks for joining. Still pretty early there, huh? 8 o'clock AM. Founders card for Nvidia is good since RTX. They'll probably be waiting for EVGA. Asus is very nice. Yeah, Asus is very nice. It does have a price premium though, but then again, yeah, you pay for the brand. Hey Deso, this is actually the SES default Renault Range T. I think I have an accessories mod for some parts by Glover that should be in the mods list, but I haven't touched it in a while, so I was not even sure if it would be compatible with 138. It seems like it is so far. It says hi back. Cool. And that is definitely a nice sight. That's a pretty interesting looking bridge as well. Oh, Sherlock, yeah, that is great. I need to rewind that a couple of times because he talks so fast and there's so much detail, but absolutely love that series. Yeah, there are many mods working for 138 already. It's been out for quite a while. When Founders card came out for RTX, it had issues. First batch. My main concern for these new video cards is going to be the cooling. I don't know, I'm a bit... What do you guys feel about the... Have you read that article about the cooling thing? Because they like mentioned that there is a... They have this new technology for cooling. I'm a bit pessimistic about it. I have a feeling like maybe it's just marketing. But I'm not really sure if it will work as well. So I'm a bit nervous about the heating problems. I think if there's going to be a problem, that's going to be the number one thing that comes up. Skeptical about cooling as well. There we go, skeptical is the word I'm looking for, thank you. If not, downgrade. Ah, yes, I see. Yeah, if you're Trucker's MP, you'll have to stick with 137. RX 570 Asus Strix. Clock it to 1450. 84, power limit full. Nice. Yeah, I think 84 is really stretching it. What is the safe temps? I think until around 84, 85 should be okay. Once it hits 90, that's going to be really detrimental. I think it's either the video card will degrade fast or it will throttle your performance already. One of those. Yeah, that might be wise, waiting for... It might be wise, but I'm not sure if I can do it. But then again, because I live in Singapore, I won't be having access to the video card immediately. So I guess by the time I do get access to it, the first batch of issues should have come up and hopefully been fixed already. Anything that uses that much power is going to make heat. That's true. Yeah, it's scary. I hope they really nail down the cooling for that. Yeah, a lot of people would say 84 is too high. And I think it might affect the life of the GPU a bit, but performance-wise, it can still do it. The temps are really good on the Asus card. So your 2070 Super, Rohan, what kind of Asus is it again? Is it like the, what do you call it, Asus ROG Strix or something? How many fans does it have? And what kind of temps are you getting? Because my 1070 has 2 fans, but yeah, it's the cheapest 1070 out there. So I think the cooling is not very good. The, what do you call it, those plates that where the heat conducts to and where the fan blows off the heat off from. I don't think that is very well done in my video card. It's minimal. So I guess Asus has a better handle on that. 3 fans, there you go. Doesn't exceed 60. Wow. Not sure if the climate has anything to do with it as well. Do you get different temps depending on the climate? Like if it's summer? Because I'm still a bit not sure about that point. Like if it's... I've heard arguments that for tropical countries, having a water-cooled system is better. Because nowadays, right, the air cooling is pretty much powerful, pretty much most of the time more practical, as long as you can handle the space. But for tropical countries, I'm not sure if it would be a different story. And I'm not sure if it's just because of the temperature, the humidity. If you know of any videos focusing on that kind of analysis, let me know. Yours goes to 66 Celsius maxed out, playing on 4K in some games. Yeah, 66 is great. Stays 45. What kind of graphics card do you have again, Jay? Have a good night, Scotsman. Happy training. Enjoy Amsterdam. Yeah, CPU is air cooled. Yeah, you have Be Quiet, I think. If I remember correctly. Yes, so like mine. Mine is going to 78, 80 Celsius. Not very good cooling. Yeah, they have a lot of like cooling videos, but if you see something that focuses on like the tropical climate, and if there's any effect with that, let me know, because that's the one thing I'm not sure about. Like the argument between air cooling and water cooling is pretty much consistent, that air cooling can do a equal or even better job versus the all-in-one, especially the all-in-ones. If you have like a custom loop, then that's a completely different story, but like comparing air cooling with the all-in-one water coolers, I think most of the time the air coolers would win, decent ones. I'm just not sure if it would be the same story in a tropical country. Zotac. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that was a good brand as well. We have that here, and that's quite affordable, the Zotac. Or Zotac, I think is what I'm familiar with. I thought that was one of the low-end cards as well. It's good to see that that's pretty good. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Because mine is a palette. Palette, I think, is quite on the cheaper side of the spectrum. That's why I got it. And yeah, the cooling is not the best, but it's still good. So I've been using it for quite a while. It was worth the price. So attacks are very good. Nice. They have CU. What's CU? What's CU? Yeah, I think on the price, Zotac is very good as well. It's good to know that in performance, they also are doing pretty well. Zotac isn't cheap, isn't it? Compared to Asus, for example. Oh, are they? Might have mixed it up then. I'll have to check how the warranty is in Singapore. That's true. Asus is cheaper compared to Zotac. Ah, okay. Might have mixed that up completely then. Or is that maybe specific to India? I'll have to check. I'll double check later. $1,900 compared to $1,600 for Asus. And why is that? Does that mean the Zotac one has better cooling, so it can boost more? Actually, that's one thing that I should be measuring. What is that clock speed? What is the official term of that clock speed? Because I don't monitor that in my side panel here in my monitor. Maybe that's something I should look at, so I can see how much my GPU is boosting. Ow! What the heck did I hit? Fastest graphics card manufacturers. Good to know. Welcome to the stream, SMP Gamer. Hope you find the mods list useful. Thank you for following as well. Appreciate it. Top tier range. Zotac amp. It's cheaper than Asus high-end. So high-end to high-end, Zotac is cheaper. But if you compare Zotac versus Asus basic, Zotac is more expensive. GPU clock speed. Okay, I'll look for that stat. Is that the one that changes based on the boost? Let me try and find that. Thanks. The one that changes based on the boost. Good to know. Because the GPU has its limits, right? It's either limited by the temperature, limited by the power, or are those the only two ones, or what is the other limit? And if it doesn't reach any of those limits yet, then it can boost itself up to, maybe there is a clock speed limit as well, I would imagine. So those three things maybe. So based on the power limit, based on the temperature limit, and based on the clock speed limit, it would boost if none of those limits are reached yet. That should work. Maybe. Let's even it out a bit. Come on. You can do it. It's harder to see the lines here. I might need to remove subtle floating icons. There you go. Asus has the 2080 Ti OC edition, which is expensive than Zotac normal 2080 Ti. Ah, I see. Oh, leveled up. Nice, 61. Alright, Kamaste. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Catch you next time. I don't think we can do any jobs now. We have limited time, but I think what we can do is we can go to the neighboring city. Just enjoy a bit. Maybe we can try as far as we can cross it into Ukraine. Oh, my most hated skybox. Please no. It's back. There you go. Amazing how much better cooling can do, huh? Given a proper cooling mechanism, or how do you call it? Because your cards are much more powerful than mine, but yours are much cooler than mine as well. So more power but less temps. That means the cooling must be crazily more effective. Triple fans. I'll have to measure my case to see if that will fit once the specs for the new video cards are released. Yeah, that was a good purchase, Rohan. 2070 Super Strix. It's a nice PC you built. Very much in line with the times and a bit more future-proof. And not the most expensive stuff. So I think quite practical. Practical high-end system. Everything is all stock too, yeah. And next step for you really is a better monitor. So you can go past 75 or go to 4K. Oh, Any card below 2000 series has a higher temp proof than compared to 2000 series. Oh, really? Okay. So the really difference in architecture, huh? It's good to know. So if a 2000 series goes to 70, that's going to get throttled already. Hey, Cascade. Been a while, man. How have you been? Is it still locked down there? Haven't overclocked anything yet. Yeah, I don't really need to. It will max out at 66. I see. Ah, okay. So that's why. I guess that's a good thing. Take a photo here. This looks great. Are the gyms finally open in your place, Cascade? Over here, the gyms are still, well, they're open, but severely limited capacity that it's not practical to go. We have still not managed to go to the gym. GPU temps are like 56. Oh my goodness. That's like the idle temps for me. At idle, my GPU goes to like 40 to 50. Something like that. Wow, you have a race. Cool. Good luck, man. Enjoy and stay safe. 38. 38 for me is only when I started booting up the system. Idle goes to around 40 or 54, I think, is the typical temps for my GPU. 1650 will go to 70 for sure. I see. So how do you measure if your GPU is throttling, or if it's, or which part it's maxing out on? I guess you measure, you have to display one of those stats, huh? The clock speed, the power limit, the power usage, and the temperature. I do have the GPU temperature displayed on my screen. I have the power limit there. What I don't have is the clock speed. You've had your 2070 hit 1276 without throttling. Ah, nice. It does happen. So this is the new spot. This might be it. This might be where that McDonald's came from. Yeah, it does look like it. Let's look for that house. Is it though? Oh, it looks a bit different, the surroundings. Yeah, not this one. This one with the McDonald's looks a bit more busy. Lots more buildings on the side. This is a pretty nice looking junction though. Very lovely looking roundabout. Quite complex, but I like it. Thermal threshold set for 89. Do you get a lot of performance by increasing the threshold, so you're not reaching any of the other limits yet? Undervolted and OC the card, but there's only a slight OC. I see. Beautiful junction there. This definitely is a new area. I like the look of it. No one uses stock. I'm too scared to overclock my GPU. I don't think it can afford any overclocking anyway. It's at 78 already, going to 80 at times. Is overclocking a GPU as tricky as in overclocking a CPU? Like if you do it wrong, you get the blue screens and have to restart and fiddle with it. Where do you even adjust GPU settings? Is it like only in Afterburner? Because I think what I did only for afterburners, I set the power limit higher so it can go beyond 100%. Way easier. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, I think afterburner I can fiddle with. And then how do you know if your GPU can handle it or not? Would it blue screen, or do you like monitor the three different aspects and see if it reaches any of those and gets limited by one of them? My goodness, the stutters here are bad though. Wow, lots of people waiting. This is nice. That must be why we had a bit of stutter in there. Lots of people loaded in. Yeah, I use FSI Afterburner also. Before, when I was not familiar with it, I thought it only worked with MSI cards. That's super useful. My goodness, my GPU memory is almost maxed out. 8 gigs. ETS is not letting go of those textures. Hey Geek Squad, no worries man, made it just in time before we end. Before we cross over to Ukraine. 3090, I definitely will not be buying a 3090. That is too much for me. That's the equivalent of Titan, I believe, right? 3080 is most I can dream of, I think. And even that might be a bit too much. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. 3 slots. I'll have to look in my case if I have enough space there. I should. When it says 3 slots, help me out here. It just means it will take up 3 slots of the, in terms of the height, right? In terms of the dimensions, right? But in terms of the connection, it will still only connect to 1 PCIe slot. Is that right? Yeah, the screwing thing. Because I think I should have that space, but the connection-wise, okay, remains to only have 1 connection. Okay, good. I think I can handle that. 1070 is still doing a good job. Mine is okay, but I'm sure I can do better. Especially in flight sim, truck sim. I'm capping out in GPU almost all the time. So in my case, especially because I'm on 1440, it's definitely feeling the pressure. Alright guys, we made it to Ukraine. Just barely. But yeah, we'll end the stream here. Alright. Well, thank you for the discussions. Pretty interesting. Looking forward to what NVIDIA has in store for us. And AMD as well, for that matter. See how they'll try and compete with NVIDIA. Let's keep each other posted in Discord. I'll catch you there, and in the meantime, clumsy trucking and clumsy flying. But yeah, I think I will be focusing mostly on these 2 sims for the moment. I really want to get into the depth of things. Good. Oh, perfect parking. Not really. Alright. Yes, thanks, Cascade. Glad you made it. Useful stuff there. Stay safe, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Catch you on Discord, and if not, catch you next week. Have a good day, everybody. And if Jack is still awake, or even if he's still sleeping, belated happy birthday. Have a good one. Thank you. Enjoy Agent 47 time. Bye-bye. Clumsy Trucking.